we can't do the tap. Where are we going to go? And Nick, I think it was you that was like, dude, we should do Crowbar. Yeah. And I'm like, cool, because I wanted to try. My folks are in St. Pete, so I was trying to keep it close. But I'm like, you know what? It's the last show. Let's go to a badass place. My people can drive out the fucking E4.
Crowbar's a great venue.
So, it's a great venue.
Between, like you said, the sound is good. The sound guy is always good. And Tom, the owner, is a phenomenal guy. He's so...
It's a comfortable room.
It's a very comfortable. In fact, you should have Tom on your show. He'd be a good guy to interview about the scene. You know what I mean?
And Tom is...
Tom DeGeorge. Yeah, he's the owner of Crowbar.
It's not that I don't know, but we have people listening to us.
I got you. For everyone else...
He lives at 1717 Happy Slappy Lane.
Social security number is...
He goes for long walks on
Wednesdays.
His
blood type is O negative.
And that's the thing is, when someone says Crowbar, you think music. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And you think local great music.
Hell yeah.
And you think sound.
Hell yeah.
Which is
the... Right, you got to have it.
It makes or breaks a show.
Yeah. Oh, big time. Because we've had shows where we could not hear each other. You know, we have like the infamous
brass mug shows.
I
love the mug though, man.
That parking lot show we did.
Oh man, remember the parking lot show?
That was the show.
I know. No. Because the idea was cool, but man,
we fucking killed a song because of that show.
But I could not hear myself think, let alone anybody else playing an instrument.
You also met Murder the Crow.
Hell yeah, we did. Yeah.
Oh no, but like I said, it was a great game. Like,
I'm just saying. I'm not
not shitting on you, Stan. No, but like,
you kidding me?
Stan, say it with me. Stan, look at me. Say it with me. 72 hours.
That was the first time we met Murder the Crow.
He's right, you know.
Because that was the first time we met Murder the Crow. So like I said, good things came out of it, but just
burgers were good.
Oh, and the food
delicious.
was great. It was a cool idea. I wish it would have like kept going and took off.
Yeah, but the dude I was working with was a douche.
Right? But. Yeah. All right. So well, fine. Well, fuck. Let's shit on people then.
Hey, Jeremy.
So fuck Stan. No, I'm kidding. But anyhow, but I remember that because I think you came up to do like the little band. Like, yeah, you come up to the drummer and you came back there to kind of rock out, and he's like, I can't fucking hear nothing back here, dude.
Yeah, I got on the drum riser and I was like, oh my god, it's Everest! Shit!
And there was a monitor, but it wasn't playing anything, and we told the guy like 3 times, like, hey, dude, like, but can we get some sound on there? And just like. No, like so. I mean, but that's the thing. Playing with guys like this, talented enough. We're like, okay, we can't fucking hear anything. We know how the songs go. Of course, we made there's mistakes were made.
But
bodies were
in a weird situation from the get,
right? But like I said, I mean, still, I mean, even with great or bad shows, I mean, playing wise.
Understood.
Great things come out with because we got to play with you and a thing you set up. We got to meet Murder the Crow, who's been pretty much like. They're like lifelong music friends now, and I mean, so just
So I sincerely would like to thank you for being fucking honest. You know how hard it is to get people to be freaking honest with you because they're like, oh, we can't say. Fuck that. Dude, be honest. You know what I mean? Because you're not helping anyone by coddling.
For sure.
Do not coddle.
Be an asshole,
and you're not
being honest.
You're not being a dick.
Brutal honesty is not necessary.
Sharing a story.
Right.
No matter who it had to deal with.
Right.
People are afraid to do that shit anymore,
I know you could take it, too.
Yeah, I am.
Right.
I don't have feelings, right?
Right.
I'm emotionless.
He looked right at you.
That was piercing.
I don't have to be over there.
Something mean.
Say something mean, Alexa, right now. Say something mean to Brian.
We're going to take you to bullying school.
Alexa,
bullying 101.
Tell him he looks like a pumpkin.
So it's a cuss word, a feature of their body, and like an adjective. Like
no.
Who's this, Mad Libs? Are you?
Fuck teeth.
But you cross-eyed.
I've said that years ago.
Right, you're like salami, cross-eyed whore. I mean, that's what you do.
I gave up on enamel back in the 70s.
Taste it all right. So to tell the truth,
Alexa, call him a wiener.
No.
Call him a wiener.
Be totally truthful and
Toothful.
Oh fuck.
Is there a question here?
Yes.
No.
How you doing?
I guess there isn't.
I just wanted to include you. Is that okay?
This is a conversational podcast.
You're a conversational piece. That's all.
We
How do you
love
feel?
Alexa.
You okay?
Yeah.
You feel as happy as you did when you showed up?
Yes.
Are you going to talk shit on the way home?
No.
Yes.
Probably.
I'll be in the trunk. I will hear that shit.
Fuck?
That's dedication. That's
we live?
You want it? Now, you don't...
recorded, is it?
It's only dedication unless it gets reported to the police. Then it's stalking.
She's like, I don't like it there.
In the trunk. I see what you do.
I'm here. Nick, thanks for keeping
Cheers.
up.
I'm with you.
All right, so
I'm usually the slow one, so
Right.
I'm with you.
You still are.
you
It's
can't
fine.
handle the truth. So listen, guys, what we got to do is
You
move
can't handle the
forward.
We got
tooth.
to do.
Brian,
Yes.
if you could ask yourself
Oh.
any question,
If I can ask myself a question,
what would you ask yourself right now?
that's actually a really good question.
Why?
No,
I would ask
Why?
myself that question.
why do you do this?
What's wrong with your face?
If I can ask myself any question, that's a great question.
Thank you. That's what I do.
Right, but I mean,
Why didn't you pull out?
no.
Okay,
Sorry, Chelsea. No, but
dumb it down.
I
can dumb it
holy
down.
fuck.
Well,
I guess
you know.
yeah. No, but probably, but just what's the vision? What's like
Okay.
the goal or dream? That'd probably be what I'd ask myself if I was like outside of myself talking to myself, which would be its own
what's the
fucking
end game?
sci-fi movie.
Let me rephrase this question.
I think he just asked. He gave you a good answer.
I tried.
That was
You gave a
good.
great answer.
I mean, you gave me, shit ingredients. I made a shit pie.
You did good.
Shit in, shit
Yeah, I made
out.
a snowman. Fuck you.
He gave you a gonorrhea pizzeria.
Gonorrhea pizzeria.
Which is a real band.
Wait, was
Call
that real?
back.
It was real, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
If you remember, mention it in the comments. Okay, never mind. What's your rephrase question?
Did you just take over?
Yeah,
My seat?
I'm
Let's
working
start
for
over.
you now.
We're gonna start over.
Rewind.
This
That's
is your
the
last
vision.
show here with Brian.
It is.
Damn right it is.
Tis true.
What's something you would like to ask him?
Aw.
Brian.
Don't ask me why I didn't pull out.
That was mine.
The band would
That's-
still be together if you were protected.
Brian, that was my question, but that's his question, so I'll ask you a different question.
Thank you.
What is the most memorable part of being in this band? What was the most memorable moment from being in this band?
That's a good question.
Okay,
Thank
I know
you.
it's probably
That's what I do.
No, it's probably okay. And just like anything.
73 hours from now, and I'm out of it.
No,
The story will be over. No, go-
no, and I know. I mean, of course, it's not going to be like the most.
Fuck this piano. Sorry.
Of course, I don't know.
Fucking
Just
elbow.
things that I find out in life, that I figured out in life. It's never like what you think would be like the most epic thing that like matters the most. It's like the little things. I really loved just being on tour when we did the when we
Tour
did the
was
big
fun.
tour for the Ghost that Sings.
Tour was
just
fun.
but just like what was it? 10 days.
10 days?
How
But
far did you go? How far
but
north
just
did you go?
locked in a van for 10 days, just being fucking idiots.
We did the
It was just
hexagram.
the fucking the escape room in like New Orleans was
Yeah!
one of the most
That was amazing.
memorable things. Like not just with
Dave
the band,
and
in my
Buster's.
entire life was just like
Because
so.
it was the whole moment around.
I'm going to
like,
continue,
Right, like-
so that they understand when you say tour, how far did you go?
Oh, so we did. Oh God, I used to know this. We did
We went-
7
How far-
shows in 6 states in 10 days.
Sorry. Wait. Why did you?
No, hey, seven shows in 6 states in 10 days.
Yeah.
7 shows in 6 states in 10 days. I didn't.
And then
Yeah.
came back and did an album release?
Yep.
Well, that
Right.
was part of that.
Well,
but
yeah,
yeah.
but that's why. Yeah, because
With the
we
jet
did a
lag.
Florida
That was
gig on the
fun.
way out and a Florida gig back. So that's why
Insane.
Yeah, it was
Right.
Orlando, South Carolina,
North Carolina.
Tennessee.
then North Carolina, because we got fucked, and then Tennessee to New Orleans to
Atlanta.
and then Atlanta to home.
So what was the worst experience and the most memorable
Oh,
experience?
on tour? Oh, wait, on the tour? Because I have it.
No, just say it. Just you go.
JD?
This is your show.
Okay,
This
oh
is
no,
your
I
show.
said, okay, we were
Don't
in
mention
North
any
Carolina.
names.
Oh,
North Carolina.
No, North Carolina. We got like booked this show and like literally like the
At, like,
the venue
a
was
pool
like
hall.
the size of like this room with like 2 pool tables and like the other 2 bands canceled and so it was literally like the bartender's like boyfriend
Yeah.
and the other band. That
And
was
you're-
it.
and
There
you're
was
like, you're in.
oh, and then I actually had a friend who drove out from like 3 states away to come see us, and it was so terrible. The sound was horrible.
What sound?
Like what sound?
What
It was
sound?
like tile floor that we were trying to play on, and like literally
The
there was a
acoustics are
crowd,
great.
and then we started bringing in instruments, and they all left.
So it was like playing in someone's
And-
kitchen, basically.
And,
All
so,
these
and then,
fucking
and then,
rednecks,
and then
man.
we played with the band that I'm not going to say the name, but the guy had like knee-high Converse, like a skirt with like a cloth penis hanging from it, a propeller hat,
Yeah.
goggles, light up fingernails.
Y'all showed me that picture, and I'm like,
They had
I
like
have
a
it
really
somewhere.
tall,
I'll
like
send it to
bearded
you.
hipster guy in a sundress. It was a beautiful.
And then,
fucking
like,
dress.
literally, Father Time, who shaved his beard, was the drummer. He was
Well,
like
like,
97 and a
y'all
half
came
years
back,
old.
and that was the first thing he started talking about. He's like, you got to see this fucking guy.
Oh,
They
no, I
won!
showed you the video.
They
right?
won!
No, but dude, they won. I will.
won.
They did what no other band could do. They like permanently
Presentation.
burned themselves in my memory. I can never get rid of them, even if I want to.
I will
Like,
ever forget that.
Being
band.
next of kin, Means taking one on the chin.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I sucked 13
Dicks on the day my daddy died.
Okay, stop. No more.
Copyright.
But like I said, we saw them one time, and we will sing that song forever. I mean, it's just they won. They did what almost
right,
no other
though.
band can do. They permanently ingrained themselves into your soul, and you can't erase it. It was fun, but that was probably the worst night. And then the best memory on tour. I really liked. I would probably have to say when we did that escape room in New Orleans, and literally we were like they turned the lights out. It was. I mean, you could not see your hand in front of your face.
I know that's
like, and we had to crawl through a fucking tunnel in the pitch black and figure shit out by like feeling shit on the wall and moving stuff around.
Yeah, and Jeff and I are not thin boys. So like an air vent.
Do tell.
I mean, if I was ever been in a scrape room,
Escape room.
Escape.
Escape.
It's gonna be okay.
It's like
you can.
Everything's gonna be hard.
You gonna make it, Dave.
They can't all be hits.
No, they can. I can tell you that.
Right.
But
Zingers, as they call
yeah.
them.
So
Yeah.
we got a few minutes left, guys.
Sure.
I'm going to turn it over to you guys.
Are we almost done? Seriously?
That's it.
Yeah.
2 minutes,
time
30
flies
seconds.
by when you're being a dick. I mean,
No.
having fun.
So I'm going to turn it over to you guys to say whatever you want. Talk about Saturday. Talk about say goodbye. I mean, whatever you guys want to do, do it. You have until I decide you're done.
Okay, so Saturday. This Saturday. At Crowbar, we're going to be playing with band started at 8. We're going to be playing with Viewers Like You. Red Callings after them, coming home, and then we're closing out. We're going to play a long set. So if you want to see Brian play some songs, you're definitely going to get it on Saturday night. And we really hope that
What time should people be there?
8 o'clock, because all the bands should fucking get the road.
Yeah,
That's
true story.
That's I mean we picked a lineup to try to. We've never played with Red Calling before, but I played with them in Beautiful Corpses, and they're fucking
Well,
awesome.
we've seen them
and they've
too,
just
right.
gotten a new drummer, so it was like snatched them up as soon as we could. And Viewers Like You is one of our Viewers Like You is one of our favorite bands. We haven't played with them as much as we'd like to, and then Coming Home is kind of like our stablemate, you know. So we got
sister band. Like,
I can't wait to hear Red Calling in that mix.
It's going to be great.
Because I love them. I can't wait to. I've been dying for this lineup.
Yeah.
Man.
Yay,
Something like
good.
this.
That's
Yeah,
so
it's gonna
nice
be
to
fucking-
hear going into the show.
Yeah,
Seriously,
Brian.
it's gonna be awesome.
It's going to get sappy on Saturday, so I'll save it all for Saturday. But it's been a good ride, man.
Yeah, man,
It's been a real good ride.
definitely.
Yeah, you've been all right. Nah, we love Brian. It's gonna
Yeah.
be hard,
Right.
but I mean, it's like you couldn't ask for a better way because I've been in bands and shit goes sideways quick and people
man.
quit, and this is not that situation. This is just like you were saying, people, life, that kind of stuff. You know,
Alexa,
Wonderful.
you plan on crying Saturday?
Crying, yes.
Brian, do you plan on crying Saturday?
I'm gonna try not to. Like just
what
anything
I
else.
asked
I'm gonna
you.
try not to. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I'm gonna try not to.
Brian crying?
I don't cry, my man.
Nick?
Oh, yeah. I'm not a man.
Because I'm gonna be a goddamn mess.
I don't cry, I'm a man. Oh, I'm totally
I'm gonna be
crying.
like a drunk chick with her makeup running down.
I'm gonna be on stage. I'm like, it's sweat.
I don't cry.
It's stinging my eyes because it's.
I'm not upset.
Just to cover it up.
Nah, man.
I'm not upset. I just saw Saving Private Ryan.
It's all happy tears.
Ryan's. Wait,
Ryan's Privates.
Ryan's
Shaving Ryan's Privates. That would be a good
An
one.
even
what do you
deadlier
guys think
movie.
this means when Mike's doing it.
Probably shut the fuck up.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
He's right, you know.
He's right, you know.
Right.
Guys, I love you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Really.
Well,
Jeff.
Did it.
Thank you.
Jeff, we love you. We
Jeff,
know you
we
can.
miss you,
Good.
Jeff.
Alexa,
Yes.
you're phenomenal.
Hey, Mike,
You're
play
right.
that
Okay.
closeout music. Play
Well,
it.
and-
Play it. Do it, girl.
Stop.
Well,
Wait,
well,
shut
actually,
up.
I know you guys close up, but anyone that's listening, I just want. I know I'm going to see some people tomorrow. Some people I might not see tomorrow. I just anyone that's like supported
Tomorrow?
like, or not tomorrow, Saturday. I'm losing my mind.
Okay.
Sorry, it's this weekend. Anyone that's been just like a fan or supporting of like me playing with these fine gentlemen over the last 4 years. I just want to thank you down from like the deepest parts of my heart. This has been an amazing ride. I love these guys. They are family. I will definitely see you around. I'm not disappearing. So if I can't see you on Saturday, I love you guys so very much. Thank you guys for having me. And yeah, I couldn't ask for a better band and a better way to go.
We love you,
So,
Ryan.
Thank
We
you.
really
Sorry, I
do love
didn't
you.
want to
Man.
like like.
No, that's what we wanted. We
steamroll,
love
but-
you, man. We miss
Right.
you.
Thank
We're
you
gonna
guys
miss you.
from the bottom of my heart. Thank
You
you.
guys, fuck off. You and Mike, thank you for being a part of my show.
Bye.
Mike, you were great.
You're beautiful.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank
You did really good with your hairy ass triceps.
Not right, you know.
Triceratops.
Oh my god.
Dude, tricep, dude. Do you have?